All right. Test 1 2 3. My microphone should be on now. I was having some microphone issues, some technical issues, but here I am. Morning. Inga Bean. Morning. I'll be here for a little bit, taking questions on anybody that needs consultations. I'm trying to do this more often, more consistently, so you guys have an opportunity to learn more about the business of residential facilities, whether it's group homes, adult residentials, elderly facilities, my area of specialty. So just want to make sure that you guys have the opportunity to get all your questions answered. So as you guys come in, just think of some of the questions you need answered or addressed in regards to residential facilities, and I will do my best to answer every single last question that you guys have for me. This is a good way for you guys to get all your questions answered in between time. If you don't want to set up consultations with me and do a Zoom with me individually, which I offer as well. But this is that time for you guys to come on and pick my brain. So good morning. I want to know if you can help write RFP proposal for regional center. If so, how much do you charge? It depends on the proposal. And how much time I'm going to spend on that proposal. So I don't have like a flat rate of what I charge to write RFPs. It just depends on how much work it entails, how many hours it's going to take me to do the proposal. If you share the proposal with me, then I can give you more accurate numbers. So just think of it this way. I charge $150 an hour. So however many hours it's going to take me to do it, then I kind of do the math from there. But good morning. It's for a level 4I. Which regional center is it for? Tell me the regional center, and then maybe I could help you out a little bit more in depth. It's for level 4I, Tri-County. Next question is, when is that RFP due? Is it like due next month, next week, or something? What's the timeline on it? I mean, I probably can look it up myself, be honest with you. You said Tri-Counties? Tri-County Regional Center. Let's see what we got. Request for proposals. Apply for the RFP. They posted in August. Oh, okay, but I didn't get it. It already closed, but I'm preparing for the next one. Okay, when's the next one? Is the question. So I'm looking at the website just to see. I don't see anything right now. As of now, we're at the end of the year, December, so there's nothing really coming up right now for a request. There's a notification list you can jump on. So you probably apply for the one. You said the one in August, right? Yeah, that's what you said. So you applied in August. And it was a request for proposals, service descriptions, RFPs, etc. So yeah, it just all depends. It all depends on how much time I spend on it. Like an attorney, I charge by the hour. On just to kind of give you a roundabout figure, typically takes me about 30 days to write a proposal, and then I give you unlimited revisions is included in my fee, and they could range from $3,000 up to $5,000 or more, depending on how much time I have to spend on it and how much work I have to do. But yeah, just reach out to me. I'll put my email in the chat if you guys need my email, so you guys can email me. Just don't email me silly stuff, guys. I'm gonna just delete it. That's my email. I popped it in the chat so you guys can have it. Interested in doing transitional housing for foster youth? A representative at DCFS sent me a link to LA County website to see if there's any requests. Yeah, that's good. There currently aren't any on that page. If there's somewhere else I could check. No, there's nowhere else you could check, Def. To be honest with you, they gave you the LA County. They probably gave you LA County, DCFS website? LA County, DCFS. And then when you go to that website, let me see, DCFS, we want like contracts. But no, there's no other site. I'm going to the website right now just to look and see what they have going on. If they have anything going on at all. Yeah, with the county, you can apply for RFPs when they put things out. But no, there isn't another website if that's what you're asking, of where you can find things. So it's just LA County Solicitations. I don't know if you've been to the LA County Solicitation website. Is that the website they gave you? It looks like this. I'll share it with you right quick. Oh, what did they give? This is, let me show you, let me share this, hold on. This is LA County Solicitations. I'll share my screen right quick as soon as I can find it. Give me a second. So this is LA County Solicitations. You can look here. They'll post things as well if you haven't already. So if you click on the home page, it gives you open solicitations. And then sometimes I notice they'll post like different programs that they need. You can search. So let's see if they have anything for children. They have an emergency shelter. They have this. They have mental health services, psychologists, and then they have alcohol, drug testing services. That's dealing with children. So this is the Los Angeles County Solicitations website. So you might want to lock this one in, and this will probably help you out as well. This is where they're going to post a lot of the information as well. So might be a good source for you. Inga, I have experience working in a level 4I. Can I use this experience to open a level 4 group home? So it depends on the regional center. That's a regional center question, to be honest with you. I just helped a client open a level 4I group home in Whittier, and her background was with adult residential facility, and they allowed her to. That was East Los Angeles Regional Center. But I noticed that some regional centers, they wanted to be directly, they want the experience to be directly related. So you would have to check with tri-counties and see if they'll allow you to do it. this emergency shelter care? Just curious. So this is just a solicitation from LA County that they're looking for emergency shelter cares. Looks like they've been looking for it since back in September, but maybe they didn't fill the void. So this is just some of the information on it. I was just looking at the bid amount, 400,000. Children, Family Services, adoption. Interesting. Let me reset this. Interesting. Yeah, ask Tri-Counties. They'll let you know. Let's see. San Bernardino County has the same type of solicitations. I forget the website though. It might be San Bernardino County. I'm gonna just type in solicitations and see what comes up. You have to create an account. It looks like to sign into theirs. But let's see. Let's browse their open bids. So they got some open bids. Let's see. They got some behavioral health. I don't know what it is, but behavioral health. And then they got something going on with probation, juvenile sex offender therapy. And it looks like they only have one page of stuff. So, and then they have skilled nursing facilities. They need a skilled nursing facility. They don't have a whole lot going on. It is the end of the year, so you're not going to see as many things. A lot of new items will pop up. This is due 1/16. This is the open bid for behavioral health, but it doesn't say what it is. Let me click on it. Let's see what it is. Behavioral health, request for proposal. And DBH is seeking proposals from interested and qualified consultant to conduct an organizational and operational review. Okay, so this one is just they need a consultant. And then they need somebody to provide high-level organizational and operational review, and then the county estimates a budget up to $400,000 for completion of this work. So that's not really a facility or anything. But as you can see, each county has its own little website that you guys can check things from time to time. One thing I noticed is that Tri-County wants both the licensee and the administrator for level 4I to have full-time experience. 40 hours of 12, yeah. So that is very true. Some regional centers are moving towards that. Not all of them, not yet, but some regional centers are moving towards the owner and the administrator having the experience. So, years ago, it just would be, I could just go as a business owner and not have any experience, go hire you, a person with the experience, and then I could open the facility. But now they want both the owner and the administrator to have experience as well. So I've been preaching that for a long time, guys. Get the experience yourself. I've been preaching it. And now, I don't know, maybe I talked it up after all these years, saying you need to get the experience even if you're the owner. How are you going to successfully run a business if you don't know what the administrator is supposed to be doing. So keep that in mind. I was hoping my part-time experience would qualify me, but it doesn't. So I have to increase my hours. I've been working for my ARF for a few months now, but they haven't put me through CPI yet. Where can I get this training? CPI is expensive training if you do it on your own. You got to go directly through CPI. It's like a $700 training. So tri-counties, did tri-counties tell you that you need to have 40 hours? Because that's interesting as well. Usually they don't tell you how many hours you have to have a week. So they want you to have full-time experience, 40 hours a week for 12 months. That's what tri-county verbally told you, or is that in writing somewhere? Because that's important information to have. And then my other question is, how would they know if you're working full-time or part-time? Okay, so how would they verify it? They must want pay stubs from you now. They want pay stubs from you for 12 months that show 40 hours? Oh, okay. So they're checking pay stubs. So they're being a little bit more stringent in tri-counties. Most regional centers at this point, I should say, most regional centers, they don't require you to have a certain amount of hours working in a facility. You just need to work at that facility for 12 months. But now it seems like they're becoming sticklers and saying, hey, we want you to work 40 hours, because I know for Inland Regional Center, for example, they do want you to have 12 months experience, but they don't specifically say that they need you to have they need you to work 40 hours a week for a year. That she actually said that level 4 clients can be difficult. She wants me to succeed because it's my first home. Okay, so it sounds like for you, Inga, that you don't necessarily need to work 40 hours a week, but you just more so need the year experience. And this person that you're talking to at the regional center, they are suggesting that you work at least 40 hours a week because level 4 clients are more difficult to deal with and you need the experience. It sounds like that's what she's saying, but it doesn't sound like it's a requirement for you to work the 40 hours a week. Correct me if I'm wrong. We only have, so I have, you're asking me about the schedule. You want to take it in April next year. It'll be up. I have the whole schedule done for the whole year. We're just putting it up little by little. But the entire schedule is up. I mean, I'm sorry, the entire schedule is not up for the year, but it will be soon here. Something I'll probably work on over this Christmas break, getting the rest of the schedule out. No problem, Dev. I don't mind doing this. Just trying to help people out, answer questions, get stuff done. And then our schedule is not up. Let me see. Let me double check. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's only up till March. So yeah, I do have the whole schedule available for the year though. We just put it up for the quarter, I guess. 1, 2, 3. That's the first quarter. And then probably in March they'll put up the second quarter, which will be April, May, June. But the schedule's coming. We do have classes coming up. No problem. All right, sounds good. I'll be here for a little bit, guys, just answering questions, and my screen just went blank in the back. But I'll be here for a little bit answering questions as people come and go. I'm clicking too much. All right, where was I? This is the one I want to share. I was busy trying to find the form on the right screen. Not that. I don't need that. Got too much stuff open. All right. But you guys can ask your questions. Like I said, this is a consultation, online consultation, online. Answer your questions, get all your questions, all your heart desires out the way. This is the time to do so. Like I said, I'm going to try to do this more often. I'm just clicking all over the screen, guys. Bear with me. I'm having issues right now. Let me see. I want to window capture this. Not this. This. Yeah, there we go. All right. And then I can go back here. So any questions that you guys have, I'll be here. I'm gonna just be here. What time is it? I'll be here the next maybe 20 minutes or so, answering any questions that you guys may have in regards to opening residential facilities. So. If you guys haven't already, turn on your notifications. That way you'll get a notification anytime that I go live, or before I go live, you get a notification. So if you haven't turned on your notifications, do that. If this is your first time viewing this channel, then you want to follow us, of course, and subscribe to the channel. You want to subscribe so that way, and turn on your notifications. That way you know when we're coming on, or should I say I'm coming on to answer your questions. So any questions that you guys may have in relations to developing facilities, opening facilities, running facilities, I have the answer for you. Been doing it for over 28 years now. Been in the game quite a long time. Um, I provide consultations, trainings, the initial certifications, recertifications. As you can see from the website, this is our website, SoCal Training Team. We offer initial, continuing education, e-learning, business setup, learning hub, consultations. Then we have our blog, and then we have our job, our employment section as well. The employment section is just not designed for our internal stuff. We'll post external jobs there as well. So it's a good resource if you guys are looking for a job to get experience. I'm going to suggest you guys get experience. If you guys are new here, if you guys are considering developing an adult residential facility here in California, my suggestion, my guidance to you is going to be for you to go get the experience and develop the facility yourself. I think that's the best way to do it. And then also it gives you a better opportunity to be successful once you develop your facility. So I found that people that don't have the experience, they just go in as a business owner and they go hire an administrator, is that they typically don't do as well in the business, but they're still responsible because they're the owner of the business. So you can eliminate a lot of that heartache and pain by going and getting the experience yourself. So keep that in mind. So you'll learn from me is that anyone that comes to me, I say, go get the experience. Go work in a home for 12 months yourself. 12 months goes by so fast, guys. Breezes by. So it doesn't matter what type of facility you're trying to open. I don't care if you're trying to open a group home, adult residential facility, an elderly facility, an STRTP, an assisted living facility. Get your experience. Get that experience under your belt. I'm going to keep preaching that. And I think some regional centers they're already adopting that, where they're basically saying that the owners that are coming in now, the newer owners that are coming in, they want them to have the experience as well. So now you're just not going to be the business owner and then hire somebody that's qualified. I can tell it's going to happen. It's coming. The regional center is going to start saying that whoever the owner is, they need to have the experience even if they hire an administrator. So I can see that coming already. So be prepared for that. If your foot is not in the door already, I wouldn't be surprised if for 2025 that doesn't become the new rule, that the owner has to have the experience as well. Some regional centers have already adopted it. So not to say that it's coming. I mean, if you really want to be blunt, it's already here. It's already here. So anyway, here for the consultation purposes. If you guys have any questions in regards to adult residential facilities, elderly facilities, group homes, assisted living facilities, etc., that's what I'm here for, to answer those questions. If you guys don't have questions in mind, or you want to sit with me face to face, then of course you can go to my website, the SoCalTrainingTeam.com, and you can click on consultation, and you can set up a 1-hour Zoom or in-person meeting with me as well, to sit down with me and pick my brain and get all your questions answered as well. For some people, it's just good to do, because that way you can come with your list of questions and prepare. But other than that, if you don't want to do it that way, you can wait till I do these live sessions. And when I do these live sessions, I'll try to answer as many questions as I can. It may be inconvenient for some of you guys to schedule it this way, where as the consultation, booking a consultation with me gives you more of an opportunity to schedule it around your schedule. Just to let you guys know, for the new year, my consultation price is going to change. It is going to increase a little bit. It's called inflation for my time. So that consultation price is going to change if you don't book it between December. If you don't book in December, then this price is going to go up in January, just to let you know. Not a whole lot, but it is going to go up. And then also these classes for the ARF administrator, these classes may increase a little bit as well. It's just a cost of doing business. So you guys know what that means. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning for you guys just joining us. Here to answer your questions live. Any question you have, adult residential facilities, elderly facilities, group homes, etc. I'm working on some new projects, different projects that I haven't worked on before. So I'll be able to add that to my knowledge base as well in a little bit. While I'm here, what time is it? It's 11:46. I'm gonna navigate you guys through the community care licensing website a little bit. But ask your question. I'm not gonna navigate you through it today. I'll navigate you guys through it another day because that's gonna take a little bit of time. But ask your questions. If you don't have any questions, then that's okay too. Or if something comes to mind, like I said, I'm here. I'm just getting some work in on this Friday. So any question you guys have, ask. As I get some work done. DDS. A mechanic, you got the application module. Yeah, that's a good module. No problem. That's a very good module. I don't think people really understand how valuable me creating that module was. Number one, it saves you money. Number two, it basically gives you what you need for that part as well. Do we need to do an orientation for community care licensing and the regional center? Yes, you do. You need to do the orientation for community care licensing before you submit your application. To submit your application, you have to have the orientation. And then for regional center, yes, you have to attend the orientation. Some regional center, they call it different things, but it's the RSO, Residential Services Orientation. You have to attend both at some point. The regional center, let me go back. The licensing, community care licensing, they give it to you online. I think it's like a $50 fee. And then the regional center, I think they do it in person now. Some of them do it online, but for the most part, it's in person. And you have to pay a fee for that as well. So keep that in mind. So just to show you, I wanted to show you guys some good resources from Community Care Licensing website. So any of the paperwork that you guys need for Community Care Licensing website, this is the website, Department of Social Services, and then all these are where all your forms are going to be. So you're going to go under forms, forms by program, and then you're going to go down here to Community Care Licensing. And then these are all your forms. So this is where I grab all the applications from, if you were wondering. So these are all the application forms. This is the main, LIC 281 is the main application. So if you're applying to open or license any one type of these facilities, you're going to fill out this application. Adult residentials, group homes, etc. So these are all, and then this is the application. Kind of walks you through the process. So you have Section A. So when you guys hear me talk about there's two parts to an application, which Section A and Section B. This is Section A. And then you have Section B. I call Section A the application part, and then Section B is your program design part or your program part. So you're going to put all this information in there depending on what type of program you're trying to open. FYI. But I use this website for a lot of different things. And of course, I'm going to make it look easy because I've been doing this for a long time. It makes it easy. You want to find licensed care, pay licensing fees, and then you have all your different entities: adult care, child care, children's residential, continuing care, home care services, senior care, etc. So this, like I said, this is a good website for resources for you guys. I know I just gave you a crash course in it. Yep, I sure do give you the blueprint. For the application process, I give you the blueprint. So, and let me show you what the mechanic is talking about. So if you go to, do I have it under, probably Learning Hub, business courses, and this is a step-by-step guide. This is a step-by-step guide to complete CCLD application, Part A and Part B for an adult residential. I give you the whole enchilada in setting up your facility. Let me go back because I'm not even sharing my screen. How about I share my screen? Hold on. Let me go back a second here. So when you go to the website, I think I'm already there. When you go to the website, under Learning Hub, I have business courses. And then I have a step-by-step guide on how to complete Part A and Part B. So say you don't want to pay me to do it. This does cut your fee in half. You look at the fee and you say, well, that's a lot. But considering what I would charge to do this for you, I'm going to charge you about $4,000 to complete your Part A and Part B. Yeah, there are some nuances in there. I'm going to come out to your facility. I'm going to do a walkthrough. I'm going to make sure it's set up properly and all that. So you do get that. But a lot of clients' issue is filling out this Part A and Part B, and they don't want to pay the fee or can't afford the fee to do this. So that's why I created this step-by-step guide. Or some people just want to do it themselves as well. And it walks you through the whole process. It's all video. By the end of the course, you'll have a thorough knowledge of how to complete it. It's Part A and Part B, so I even give you a sample program design for your Part B, so you don't even have to think about it because I can give you the sample and you can utilize that sample. I wouldn't copy it verbatim, but I would definitely set it up that way, and then I would add my own twist to it. So this is what the mechanic is talking about when he says the step A guide. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, where was I? Let me go back here. Latoya, does CNA or do I still need to go to work for residential? Nope. See, it's good. It's good that you're a CNA, but you still need to have that 1 year experience. Keep in mind, if you're doing a level, if you're trying to do a level 1, 2, or 3, you need 6 months experience. If you're trying to do a level 4A or just level 4 period, A through I, you have to have 12 months experience. I agree with you, mechanic. Invest in yourself. Nobody else is going to do it. I guarantee you that. No one else is going to invest in you but yourself. We find money to do everything, to take trips, to buy cars, to buy boats, to buy, all these different things, but we always struggle. We always struggle when it comes down to spending money to potentially generate more money. Do you have a similar blueprint for the regional center program design? Good question, Inga. No, I do not. I do not. I haven't done that yet because each regional center is different. They're not going to be the same. So, I mean, I can put together a general template, but if you look at Inland Regional Center program design versus Tri-Counties program design, the content is similar, but they're set up, the information is going to be in different categories and different, it just will be a lot of work. I would literally have to do a blueprint for I would have to do one for each regional center, and I probably would charge a lot to do that, to be honest with you. Great questions though.
I'm gonna use this scale now there. Hey, Susan's blessing. We'll see.
Get your experience, guys. Go work in the type of facility you want to open. You'll find the time. It's amazing what we can do when we really want to do something. We'll find the time to take extravagant vacations when we want to buy cars, to spend money on a lot of different things. And I know, I get it. It's hard for us to invest in ourselves, but we got to start doing that. So anyone that wants to open a facility, I'm going to always say go work in one. Go work in one. And I know you'll say, well, I work full time. I don't have the time to go work in one. You'll make the time if you really want to make it happen. If you don't want to make it happen, you'll just keep making excuses. So, and how are those excuses working out for you right now? Make the time, get the experience. You want to open up a level 4 facility, go work in a level 4 facility. You want to open up an elderly facility, go work in an elderly facility. You want to work in a group home, go work in a group home and get that experience. Make time. Find time. And by the way, I did it. That's the way I did it. I went and worked in a home. I worked in a home for 3 years. That's what I did. And then I opened up my first home. I worked in a home about 2.5 years. And then I opened up my home because I was learning the business. But I had a vision. I wanted to truly learn the business. I wanted to learn the day-to-day operations of running a facility, what it takes, how much it costs, staffing, intake. I mean, I wanted to learn all the intricacies of running a facility. And so I just took my time and I worked at a facility and I learned how to do intake. I learned how to do I learned how to do medications. I learned how to do payroll, all these different things. I just went through this cycle and I just learned how to do everything. And then when I felt comfortable enough to where I kind of mastered it, for me, I mastered it, then I opened my facility and took off from there. But I know a lot of people, they don't want to do it that way. We all want to take the shortcut, right? We want to lose weight fast. We want to get rich fast. We want everything. We want fast cars. It just doesn't work that way. But we always got somebody with a story. Oh, I got a cousin, or my brother-in-law, or my sister. They did this, and guess what? They making $1 million a year. We always have an anomaly, someone that sticks out, right? Not everybody is Michael Jordan. Not everybody is LeBron James. Those are anomalies. Those don't happen all the time. So think about this business the same way. What are your odds of being successful without experience? I have a question. Got a 4-bedroom that I am planning to use for the ARF, but need some renovations. My wife and I purchased a new home. All right, what's your question? If you use the 3-bedroom home, so your wife wants to use the 3-bedroom because it's really nice, I get it. But if you use a 3-bedroom, just know that you only can take 3 clients if you're going to do a higher level of care, because each client needs their own bedroom. How fast can I open the second facility? 12 months. So the first facility has to be open 12 months before you can submit an application for the second facility. So this will be my first facility, level 4G. So yeah, so your first facility, for your first facility, your level 4, you only can do 4 clients. So if you guys decide to use that 3-bedroom house, then that means you only can do 3. You only can take 3 clients in there. And then for you to open up your second one, you have to wait at least a year. So pretty straightforward stuff. Great questions though. Cornelia, welcome. If I've been working at a level 4 facility for 10 years, do I still have to get DSP 1 and 2? Yes, you do. If you worked at a regional center for over 2 years, a home that's vendor with the regional center, you have to have your DSP year 1 and year 2. That's a requirement for the facility. Latoya, do you have a class for administration license? If so, is it good? If so, is it good in California? Yes. The administrator licensing, I think that's what you're talking about, Latoya, for new administrators. Yeah, it's on our website right under here, initial certification. This is our website. This is for adult residentials, and then I don't know what you're trying to open. Maybe you said, and I just forgot. But then you have group homes and then STRTP. So we do have it, and this is our schedule. I didn't mean to do that. Keep that up. Yeah, so it's on our website, Latoya. SoCalTrainingTeam.com. This is our website here. Under initial certification. So if you're on our homepage, and then you go to initial certification here, it gives you the drop down. And then these are the classes, these are the upcoming dates. They're all on Zoom, so you don't have to leave the comfort of your own home. You just take the class on Zoom, and you'll sit with one of our instructors. Cornelia, would you be able to challenge the DSP 1 and 2? Yes, you can challenge the test. That is correct. You can challenge DSP. First, you would have to do the first one, DSP 1, challenge, successfully pass it. Then you can do the DSP 2. So you don't have to physically go sit in the class and take it if you feel you can take the test and pass it. Good question, though. Cornelia, would you be able to license my property in the meantime? Yeah. Yeah, you need to have you would need to have your administrator. You would need to have at least an administrator certificate in order to license the property, because you need to submit it with an administrator. So your DSP 1 and 2, that's a regional center thing. That's a different regulation. So you don't need that for licensing. When you guys get a chance, check out the website. We have jobs posted there. We're hiring for instructors, curriculum developers, family support staff. These are people that are in the field. Preferably, we're looking for people in the Victorville area. If you know anybody in those areas that are looking for positions, we pay 20 bucks an hour or so. We just want you to have some experience with developmental individuals. So we need you to have some experience there. And then let me see, what are we paying? Does it have it there? 18 to 20 an hour. Victorville area, so Victorville, Hesperia, Adelanto, all those areas. We're looking for people in those areas. Direct care staff, looking for people in San Jacinto for the direct care staff. And then looking for people in Covina as well. Looking for people all over, to be honest with you. Everywhere you could think of, we're looking to hire people. Some of the facilities are clients' facilities that they're looking to hire, so just helping them out, helping them to find people. Need some tissue. Fontana is another area. Fontana, Hesperia, Victorville. We're hiring up in Victorville, like I said. Where else? Give me a second. I'm gonna mute for a second. All right. Sorry for the delay. I'm working at the same time, so I was taking phone calls. So let me see. Cornelia, spoke to someone at Regional Center. I'm currently awaiting your administrative certification to be approved. Okay, but I was told that if I'm in the process of licensing my property, that they can expedite my certificate. Yes, that is true. They can expedite your certificate if you are in the process of licensing. Yes. I believed I emailed SoCal training and was told that I had to wait. Are you able to explain? No, you don't have to wait. Sorry, they probably gave you wrong information, incorrect information. But no, if you can submit your licensing application because they can see it in the system and look it up. So you don't have to wait to submit it. No. Sorry you were given that, but I'll let them know that you can. They can. Also in your program to learn the license Part A and Part B, Is it beginning friendly? Yes, it is beginner. It is beginner friendly. The part A and part B, it's going to walk you through step by step. It was somebody in the chat that just talked about that a little earlier before you entered the chat, where they actually bought the package, and he said it made it a lot easier for him to complete it. I literally walk you through step by step and tell you what to put in the forms. I'm holding your hand through the process, so it is worth it. And if you have any questions, I throughout the training that for that part A and part B, um, if there's any questions or you need assistance with anything, you can just message me and let me know, and I can help you there too. I can kind of walk you through what needs to be done. But I think it's definitely worth it. I made it that way to be user friendly. So like I said, it's part A, part B. Saves you a lot of money opposed to having me do it. I'll be happy to do it for you, but it's just going to be triple of what this price is. So it is user friendly, and it is beginner friendly, to answer your question. And you should be able to hear me now. I just muted myself temporarily because I was on the phone. So this is that guide you're talking about here, the step-by-step guide to complete CCL application part A and part B for adult residential facilities. That's what you're talking about. Everybody wants to call me all of a sudden. You own your property, 4-bedroom, up and down. Would that help lower my startup costs? Um, of course, yes, it would lower your startup costs because you don't have to go get another house. My only question is, what city are you in? Because that'll tell me your regional center. And the only reason I'm asking that is because this house is a 2-story house. Is that what you're saying? Because some regional centers are particular about having 2-story homes, so that's why I'm asking you what city you're in. So you're in Mo Valley. Yes, 2-story ARF. So that's Inland Regional Center for Moreno Valley. So this is what I would do if I were you, Cornelia. I would I would call Inland Regional Center. I would call their resource developer, and I would ask them, I would tell them, hey, I have a 2-story home. I have a 2-story home, and I wanted to make sure that I can license it for an ARF. That's what I would do before I moved forward with not license vendor, with a vendor it, because I noticed that sometimes licensing will license it, but then it will be tough vendoring it. So that's what I would find out before I moved forward or put out any investment. I missed the part about mentorship program, but I would be interested in it as well. What part? I was talking about mentorship. I don't do mentorship. Maybe I was talking about the step by step guide, the part A and part B. But I don't personally do mentorship. I don't have time for it. Plate is too full for any type of mentorship. To be honest with you, it's way too full. But I am considering putting together a what do you call it? Not a group, but you guys know when you put together um, where people of like mind that are going into the same business. I forget what they call it. It's not a membership, but you guys know what I'm saying. Maybe you guys will know exactly what it's called. Not a subscription, not a. It's just where a lot people get together that are on that same path, and you can bounce ideas off each other. I just can't think of what it's called. Yeah, that. There you go. A mastermind. That sounds better. Something like that. Where it'll end up being almost like a mentorship program for everyone that's trying to head in a certain direction. And then another thing I'm coming out with is I want to do something for existing homes that are up and running. I want to put together like an association or a group where all the homes can kind of get together so we can work on things like lowering insurance rates and those type things. So, all right, how much do you charge to do Part A, Part B licensing? If you don't mind me asking about to do Part A, Part B, depending on the type of facility. If it's an ARF, it'll run you about 3,500, 4,000. Just depends on what you have set up, and that the price is it has that range because I don't know. Do you have a corporation set up already? Um, do you have a lease agreement? Do you have all these different things? So 3,500 to 4,000. That's what it'll cost you for me to set up your Part A and Part B, guaranteed. Or you can take this step by step guide, pay $600. Yes, I'm interested in masters as well. Yeah. All right. Sorry, I meant to say I'm interested in mastermind. Yeah, I figured that. I got what you were saying. Also, properties in Northern Cal, Bay Area. If anyone looking for a location, so there you go. So the mechanic is in the chat, guys. If you guys are looking for property in the Northern California Bay Area, um, he has some properties up that way that obviously he will allow you to turn into residential facilities. So that's good to know. I developed a facility in Fairfield. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that area. Did an ARF in Fairfield this year. So it's a new project. All right, guys, it's been nice. It's been nice. Been on here about an hour, so I'm getting ready to get off and get some work done. It's 12:27. Get ready to get out of here, get something to eat, and carry on with my day. So, you guys, if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Turn your notifications on. That way, you'll get a notification when I'm going live, and you can join the conversation. Tell your friends, your family, everyone that's trying to open up a residential facility that if they need any questions answered, they can join the chat or they can subscribe and also listen to the channel. So, all right, it's been nice. You guys have a great weekend. Next week is Christmas, guys, on Wednesday. So, but I'll be floating around on and off. I may do some lives when people are sitting around the house eating and getting full. Might do some lives then. Might be a good time. Thank you. Working on North Bay Regional Center. Okay. Yep, I was working with North Bay Regional Center. That's what I worked with. They're actually really easy to work with. They approved my program design the first time. No corrections. We opened that home in maybe 6 months. So yeah, thanks guys for joining us. Hopefully, like I said, you guys subscribe and you follow. That way, turn your notifications on so when I'm on, you guys can come. And like I said, I'm going to try to do this more often. Happy holidays to everyone here. Hopefully, you guys are doing something relaxing and fun, whatever your poison is. And I will see you guys. What's today? Friday. I'll probably get on again. I'll probably set up another live, probably Monday, for a little bit, so everyone can get their questions answered. Like I said, I'm trying to just be a little bit more consistent. So, all right, happy holidays, and I will talk to you guys soon. I am going to get out of here.